Look, 2026 has been an extremely difficult year for YouTube creators. YouTube decided to implement an AI to police the entire platform instead of a real human. They gave their algorithm the ability to judge channels, strike channels, and even delete channels without a human even looking at the channel once at all.
Like, I really think that should be a fucking crime to have YouTube knowingly allowing AI be the one to take away entire people's livelihoods like that without any human oversight.
And it's regardless of how long these creators have been on YouTube or how loved they are by their audience. They took this so seriously, in fact, that well-established, innocent channels have been caught in the crossfire. They've been working on this channel for 2 or 3 or 10 years, and they wake up to this email saying, hey, by the way, we deleted your channel, and you broke some community guideline and you're using inauthentic content. And we won't tell you what it is, but we've removed your channel. We just don't want it. So what we need to talk about here is why YouTube's moderation is fundamentally broken right now, some new laws that are kind of forcing their hand, and the massive creator backlash, including a petition to remove the CEO, and why the platform feels more money hungry than ever. I want you to understand how bad this is. You have to look at the sheer scale of YouTube's 2026 content purge. Earlier this year, Neil publicly shifted his stance, stating that the platform would focus on cleaning up AI-generated content that offered no value to the viewer. He was serious. Literally, just based on a quick Google search, 2 million channels have been deleted. And they deleted massive channels, not just fresh ones. Like, some of these channels have over 6 million subscribers. Now, if they were just removing automated, spammy content farms that are pumping out like 50 videos a day, most creators would be cheering. But that's not what's actually happening. Because YouTube didn't hire thousands of humans to review these channels, they used this automated system to look for patterns for their newly aggressive, inauthentic content policy. But the problem is the algorithm can't seem to tell the difference between a human creator making consistent content and machine-generated AI slop. We're seeing creators fight for months with YouTube support, which, let's be honest, is an oxymoron. It's terrifying to know that your entire business can be erased by a false positive, and a human has nothing to do with this. So how is YouTube supposedly detecting all of this AI? Well, Google has introduced a new technology called SynthID. It's basically an invisible watermark that Google puts on all of their AI-generated content. So if you use Gemini for text or photos or VO for images, any of Google's products, it embeds basically an invisible code that only AI can read. So then YouTube knows that it's AI generated. And on paper, this kinda sounds nice, I guess, because eventually, AI is going to be pretty much indistinguishable from real life. And how do you know unless there's an invisible watermark? It's a good idea in theory. But while Google's own tools have this watermark, thousands of third-party AI tools don't. So the moderation of AI still has to guess based on users' patterns and engagement metrics. And when an AI guesses, it makes mistakes. It flags human creators who use standard templates and specific pacing and even stock footage and just assume they're fully automated bots.
Because I just read a story today about a channel that got terminated because another channel re-uploaded their video and YouTube's AI moderation tools took down the original creator's channel thinking that he had re-uploaded that other channel's video.
And I just want to be clear here. My own thoughts of AI are actually that AI technology is pretty cool. For me personally, it's helped me a lot. Been able to highlight maybe my other skill sets because I've outsourced the things I'm bad at to an AI. But there's a massive, undeniable difference between using AI as a tool to enhance your art or videos or speeches or whatever you use it for, and using it to generate low-effort AI slop. And the problem is YouTube hasn't figured this out yet. And honestly, neither has the audience. Right now, there are people out there who genuinely hate AI. So much so that it's kind of become a witch hunt. They will yell and scream and mass report anything that looks remotely like it might have used AI, even if it's 100% human made. And I'm not saying they shouldn't hate AI. There's a lot of bad things that came with AI. But when you have people just reporting anything and everything that's AI, the system can't learn that way. And we have to realize that AI is here to stay. I mean, it's the future. How it will be implemented more in the future, who knows? We gotta find out some way to do this correctly. And these growing pains are killing YouTube right now. So we also have to look at why YouTube suddenly is acting so aggressively. They aren't just doing this out of the goodness of their hearts. They're actually facing massive legal pressure. So earlier this year, the UK government has actually fast-tracked new provisions. They made the creation of deepfakes and non-consensual AI content a strict criminal offense, which I personally think is a good thing. And they brought the hammer down on platforms hosting them, pretty much all social media platforms, which includes YouTube. And if a platform like YouTube doesn't proactively remove prior illegal content, they can face crippling fines and massive legal liability. And so YouTube's corporate lawyers are terrified. So what do? They crank up the moderation and dial it up to 11. To a massive corporation, it is mathematically safer to wrongly delete tens of thousands of innocent creators than to get hit with a $1 billion fine from the European regulator. And so this is where my sympathy for YouTube entirely evaporates, because while they claim they're protecting the platform, the business practices right now are incredibly shady. Let's say your channel gets flagged by the AI for inauthentic content, and you get demonetized. Your livelihood is gone. But YouTube doesn't always take down the videos. In many cases, they leave the videos up and they continue to run ads on them. Under their terms of service right now, YouTube has the right to monetize any content on their platform. So they look at these creators and tell them right to their face, or rather in some email, that their content's too low quality or too inauthentic to be part of the partner program. And then they slap 2 unskippable ads in the front of their video and pocket 100% of the revenue instead of sharing the revenue with the creator. It's such a shady business practice, and it's blatantly obvious that YouTube is prioritizing their bottom line over the people who actually make the platform worth watching. And it honestly feels like everything YouTube is doing right now is just a massive push to squeeze more money out of both the viewer and the creator. They're purging the platform of anything that doesn't directly line their pockets, while simultaneously forcing a corporate monetization model on everyone who's left. Even on the creator side, YouTube has been aggressively pushing us to milk our audience. They heavily incentivize creators to push their channel memberships, locking content behind paywalls so YouTube can take 30% of that monthly fee. And by the way, just to add some perspective to this, Patreon exclusive content only takes 10% of a cut. But where it really gets crazy is this e-commerce push. Earlier this year, March of 2026, YouTube drastically lowered the requirements for the YouTube Shopping affiliate program, probably because TikTok's doing so well with it, down to just 500 subscribers. And they're giving pretty much every creator the ability to tag a product in their video or even shorts, turning their entire website into a massive billboard. They literally integrated Gemini AI into the YouTube studio to read your audience data and match advertisers with you. And they're doing this so aggressively because, you guessed it, they take a massive cut of all of this if you use any of their tools. It's pretty clear that they're treating creators less like artists and entertainers and more like independent sales reps for their company. And the creator community has had enough. We're currently seeing one of the largest backlashes against YouTube leadership in the platform's history. Just recently, a massive petition went viral on change.org calling for the immediate removal of Neil Mohan as the CEO. Under Mohan's leadership, authentic voices are being sidelined and the algorithm is rewarding automated garbage. And there is zero transparency or support when a creator's life is ruined by an automated ban. Literally, when your channel gets striked or demonetized or even deleted, they give such a vague description, it's crazy. Basically not letting you pinpoint what the exact problem is. You just kind of have to guess. It's literally like you've been summoned to a courtroom and the judge says, "Why are you innocent?" And you're like, "I don't even know why I'm here in the first place. Could you tell me what I did wrong?" And they're just like, "Well, tell us why you're innocent first." It's insane. YouTube is pushing YouTube Premium and shoving more ads down the viewer's throat than ever before. They are squeezing the audience for every dime while simultaneously refusing to pay the creators who bring the audience to the platform in the first place. Look, I'm not trying to be this doomsday person, and I'm sure whatever YouTube is doing right now with their AI will get better in the future. I mean, the algorithms will get smarter and they'll start being able to recognize more and more of whatever they're trying to get rid of. But right now, it's not working and the system is broken and it's causing real world damage. Most importantly, it has completely degraded the trust between YouTube and its creators.